Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, Alfapiomega and Taya Visochani. This time I don't have that many new things to tell you guys, but I still got some, so let's go over them and then have a cup of coffee. Agreed? Agreed. So, we had a couple of matches in the past few days. We won both the cup match and we won both the league match. 3-0 in the cup match, 2-0 in the league match, which isn't all that great, but I have been quite interestingly taking all your advice and implementing them. So this is the result. As far as the cup match goes, that one wasn't really all that easy. We had quite a match, to be honest, and we had Karel Ženíšek wounded, also Aleš Dimák wounded, so they had to leave, and we ended up playing without one player on the field. Still, we managed to win. It wasn't really all that bad, and I was quite happy. A lot of yellow cards was given as well, you know, the usual. The league match, though, was way more important because I took your advice and actually put Apirola and Deribas, my wingers, in the inner midfield. So they will have, or they were supposed to have, more training from that, and they will, they will have more training from that. So we will now train all of the 5 players at once. We also unfortunately had Paolo Giantomasi quite badly injured, and he's gonna be out of the game for 1 week, which doesn't really matter because we have some substitutes ready to play. So for the next match, which will be tomorrow, I believe, or the next day, we'll have Dan Zaremba and Eli Cracked, or Ake Cracked in the front. There will be Paulo Lichnowsky as a substitute for the forward, and as you can see, a lot of wounded players for us. I really should consider taking a week off for them, but I need them playing. The training is still going the same way as mentioned. We got Zdislav Mosvar, Paolo Giantomasi, Štěpán Stříbrný and Denis Ribas all increasing their stamina. And oh wait, Zdislav Mosvar actually increased his playmaking from solid to excellent. That is great. I wasn't even aware of that. Cool. As far as form changes go, though, we had quite a few negative information. Only Ondřej Lanoch, Denis Ribas and Julien Colomb had an increase in their form. Other than that, Prokop Bajza, Evžen Buňka, Zdislav Mosvar, Dana Augusta, Aleš Němec and Paolo Giantomasi had their form drop down by a level, which is kind of painful, but what can you do? Now at this point I'm also considering getting more 1 or 2 more players that would be as inner midfield players and play for us in the way where we just train them in the unimportant matches with the intent to sell them when they're, say, season or 2 older and have higher statistics. But the problem is that our finances aren't all that well at this point. We are at minus 4,373,888 Czech crowns. And the expected loss for this week is over minus 500,000. However, I don't really mind because next week, or this week, we will play a couple of matches at our own turf, I believe. Yes, Vysočanská Arena and Vysočanská Arena, yes. So we're going to gain a lot of money from not 1, but 2 matches. I expect at least 4 million from those 2, so we should get over 0, and then I can invest in buying some players. But now I can wait, The team I'm building now is for me. And what I want to do now is just gain some extra players that could be used to train and then being sold, not for myself. At least I hope this is the message you guys were telling me, I'm hoping it is. If not, then I'm sorry. I also tried to sell one of my players. I'm not entirely sure who. Wait, no buyer was found for Dana Augusta. Yes, I tried to sell Dana Augusta which is really not a bad player. He has decent defending and playmaking and also winger skill, but he's 29 years old now, so there was really no buyer for him. So I'm thinking he's, you know, he doesn't have such a bad experience, but he has disastrous leadership, so he's pretty much not all that useful for us. He has divine loyalty, so all skills +1, but still, I don't really find him useful anymore. I'm gonna keep him in the team though, because his wage is not that high, and if there are some more injuries in the next few matches, we might need him, but otherwise I'm not counting with him anymore. As far as fans go, we increased the fan, I don't know, you know, fan gains, or what you want to call it, from 10, you know, for a long time we were getting just 10, to 13 and 12 in the past 2 weeks, and the fans are actually delirious, which is awesome. I don't even know if I mentioned that, but our sponsors are also delirious, which I think is caused by our spokesperson. Where's the staff here? Yeah, because he's increasing the mood of the sponsors by +1. So hopefully it's going to be either that or something else that I missed. Now, stadium, there's not much new there. We're going all kinds of bad in the tournament. We're third now, but you know, next week we're playing against FC Firmin, which is the team you saw me put my team up against, and they are way more experienced than I am. So I think this tournament is not going our way, and we are going to drop down soon. Now, anything else? You know, nothing. Oh, a youth team. I actually got a player. I'd fired 2, and I got a new player in my team who I hope might be pretty good. Let's see, where is he? I don't know. Marek Pavel, no. Petr Šmigura. No, that's not him. He didn't play in any match yet. Pravoslav Hendrich? Might be him. He's probably the only one. Yeah, so this guy, I gained Pravoslav Hendrich, and it didn't say much about him when I recruited him, but I believe he might be, hopefully, a good keeper. We still have no idea about any of the players being a good keeper, so I'm still looking for a keeper. So Pravoslav Hendrich is going to be a keeper in our next match, which, wow, on 8th? That's quite far away. And what about the... where was it? Challenges? On the 13th. Okay, so the closest challenge is on the 13th, so that doesn't really, interest us. So yeah, but the last match was horrifying against Pita Ujasu. We just lost completely. This guy, Vlastimil Louhety, is just an awesome, best forward we have yet. Otherwise, switching the players there and back didn't really do us any good. Look at that, just the ratings are horrifying. So it still needs work. But as you guys mentioned, most of the players that you start with really suck. So I'm hoping that the ones that I will gain now will be better. Hopefully, not sure. I'd also appreciate if any one of you have some information about the training types and how or which is good to do. I thought about going with primary training individual and secondary training some of these. I kind of like the idea of playmaking or passing or something like that, but I still haven't decided. The question is, when they have like a maximum, for example, this guy has maximum poor, does this only stand for individual training or for all types of training? I'm not sure about that, so if anyone knows, please tell me. I tried searching in the manual, but it doesn't really state clearly, so I'm not really sure. Other than that, yeah, we only have a couple of good players here, nothing really all that interesting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this short update. I'm still living, the team is still playing, and we are moving forward. Hopefully, it's going to work out fine this season. So I hope it's going to work out fine this season for you as well. And see you next week with some more Hattrick and me, Alfapiomega. And hopefully you guys.